Nbcc doesn't have a bad day either, about 1%, 1.5%. Not the best of quarters. We've been used to Nbcc delivering extremely good numbers. This was probably a bit muted compared to their own standards as well. So let's get in Anup Kumar Mittal, CMD of Nbcc, to talk about how the quarter was, what, if anything, went wrong, and what about the quarters ahead. Good to have you, Mr. Mittal. Thanks so much for joining in. You know, by your own lofty standards, this was a bit muted. Now, why is it? Is it because of the lumpy nature of the business? Tell us how the quarter went by.
You see, in my opinion, the results are very good because top line is 10% up last corresponding quarter. Of course, there is a dip in margin. But basically, this is all because we could not sell one of our property or few of our properties in real estate. So, I mean, otherwise you see in PMC business, which is our core business, which contribute about 80 to 85%, there is 18%, 20% up in top line, and even PET is also 40% up. So, I mean, as far as real estate is concerned, most of our buyers are commercial property or government departments, and they are probably waiting for this budget and funds will be allocated to them, and probably in next financial year will clear all our inventory. So I'm very happy with the results, and the major part is order book. If you remember in the initial of last financial year, when April 2014, our outstanding order book was about 10,000 to 12,000, and today our outstanding order book is about 20,000 crore. So you can imagine that how future will come for Nbcc, because orders are flowing. So ultimately we will deliver, and top and bottom line will increase.
Mr. Mittal, let's chat about it bit by bit. Firstly, to your PMC business, which you were reiterating, that continues to perform well. Give us the exact total of where the order book stands in your PMC segment.
You see, in our PMC segment, this outstanding order book is almost a PMC segment, except few thousand crore, maybe 2,000 crore, which is from real estate or EPC contract, because real estate order book we don't consider in our outstanding order book.
But real estate, you know, talking about it in specific, that's shown a drop of about 57 in revenues, margins, and also dropped worryingly to sub 15 levels, 15% that is. Could you highlight what could be the key reason for that?
You see, a major target for this quarter was in real estate was one of the Okhla property, which is commercial office complex, and most of the buyers are government department and PSUs. In Q2, some of the public sector have purchased, and we were hoping that they will purchase in Q3 also. But ultimately, what we could found that they are short of budget, and they are probably waiting for this announcement, and they will get some budget allocation in this financial year 15-16, and that inventory will be cleared.
Okay, let's talk about some specific projects as well. And since we are on the topic of Delhi, let's first talk about Kidwai Nagar. I believe 65% of the Kidwai Nagar project, if I'm reading it right, has been sold so far. What about the balance, and how's the sale happening there?
You see, balance 35%, you are right, we have to sold, and now very soon we will start selling that property, and in March and April we are hoping that the entire 35% will be sold. And at ground, most of the hindrances are clear now. Work has started, and in next financial you will see a lot of revenue is coming from that project.
What about Air India Alliance, Mr. Mittal? We haven't heard much on that front. What's the status currently? Any projects that you may be undertaking or close to it?
In Air India, we have identified 2-3 properties. One in Chennai and 2 in Delhi, and our team is working on that. Financials are under process, and DPR is under preparation. You see, all these properties belonging to Air India are very old properties. Historically they have. So we are finding out the way how we can exploit these properties, and I hope in next financial year 1 or 2 property will be on ground.
So, Mr. Mittal, a bit of a guidance really. I first want a margin performance guidance, because of the fact that the real estate division didn't perform too well. I think your consolidated margins did go down a bit. What about quarter 4? More importantly, what about FY16 as a year?
You see, Q4, I'm not saying, I mean, it will be good, but not excellent. Let us hope some budget provisions are allocated to some of the government department to buy their property. But 15, 16, I mean, it will be tremendous. I mean, huge order book of 20,000 crore. Kidwai Nagar project is really on I mean, high pace. A lot of revenue will come from that. And Nevadco is another joint venture we have signed with Waqf Board, and almost 4 or 5 properties we have closed with Waqf Board, and we hope that these properties will take off in next financial year. And interestingly, government of Odisha, they are coming up with a lot of redevelopment projects, and I hope at least 1 or 2 projects will start in next financial year.
Wow. So that's addition to order book, but I still come back to my question then, Mr. Mittal. What kind of margin guidance, and possibly if you can share ballpark estimates of the top line and the bottom line performance that you'll do in FY16?
See, F15-16, I hope it should give at least 20 to 25% minimum, I mean, rise in top line and bottom line. As far as Q4 is concerned, it will be definitely better than last year, and finally we will be crossing our MOU target of 4,200 or 4,300 crore top line and PAT also.
Mr. Mittal, such a pleasure having you on the show today, and thanks so much for such a candid chat. Good luck for the future quarters ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nbcc, bullish commentary from the management and a strong guidance for the full year as well as the next quarter. 3% higher, and clearly there's no stopping this one. Nbcc, and what a healthy, robust order book, Neeraj.
20,000 crores and counting, and he's fairly bullish about the quarters ahead as well, which is, I believe, the stock is doing what it is doing today, 3% higher, 747. But yeah, they have a massive order book, and they're well positioned to bag more. So not surprised that it's the flavor of the last 12 months in the infra space. Okay.